You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Oh, I don't know if the NFL received my mail-in ballot that had the name Washington Wokeskins on it. But it seems they're getting around to actually maybe giving us a new name. To me, they will always be the Washington Redskins. No matter what, they will be the Washington Redskins. Joe Theismann, Joe Gibbs, Doug Williams, the Hogs, the history. I mean, come on, Mark Ripien. Come on, man. Of course, we know the Washington Redskins changed their name because of social pressure, social justice pressure, virtue signaling, identity politics. Supposedly, the name offended Native Americans. I've said this before. I'll say it again. We've got a large Native American subscriber base. Okay? That's interesting. A lot of the Native Americans I actually know and have talked to. And, my significant other is got some Native American, a large amount. And you know what everybody has in common? They're not offended by the Redskins name. Oh, God. Here we go. This is from Fox News. The Washington football team's about to get a name. The worst name. Just leave it the Washington football team at this point. It's that embarrassing. Just leave it that. I mean, come on. Because, by the way, they couldn't figure out a name for this year either. Washington football team expected to reveal new name and logo in early 2022. God almighty. The Washington football team's new name and mascot will come sooner than later. According to the Washington Post, the Washington football team president, Jason Wright, announced that the franchise will reveal its new name and logo in early 2022. The team is expected to keep its burgundy and gold colors. Washington hired a brand organization to help determine the right name and logo, according to the newspaper. The digital creative agency called Code and Theory, included 40,000 submissions from fans, multiple focus groups, good Lord, surveys, and digital rollout at WashingtonJourney.com to give fans the inside scoop of how the team is going about it. Wright told the Washington Post when the team's lease at FedEx Field expires, the team is expected to move into a new stadium. Okay. Washington was recently in the news when the NFL fined $10 million following the conclusion of a misconduct, YouTube, in the organization. We, of course, know that involves Dan Snyder. The league announced on July 1st the fine was the largest the league has ever handed down as form of punishment to any team or individual. The money was expected to be donated to charity. However, the Washington football team has no suspensions or no loss of draft picks. So, and I believe Dan Snyder's wife has moved into essentially his position that he previously had in the organization. I know he's the owner, but interesting theory on that as well. Mike Florio suggested that was actually had to do with future estate tax. Okay, and you might be like, what? Well, when you inherit something very, very expensive, and it's worth $1 billion or more, whoever inherited has to pay the tax on that inheritance. And something about transferring ownership or moving the ownership around or something that Dan Snyder and his bunch, his wife, is trying to do could be to take care of an estate tax issue later on when the team has to be passed down to kids. Okay, so, but here we are. They're finally going to get a new name. We don't know what it's going to be. We don't know if it's going to be the Bullets or the Generals or the Wokeskins or the Washington Virtue Signalers. We don't know what it's going to be. It's ridiculous that this team had to change its name to begin with. They will always be the Redskins to me. I've seen a lot of Redskins fans out there. Look, they're upset. They lost their team name. We're seeing this over and over. The Cleveland Indians are going to change their name because supposedly it's offensive. The Atlanta Braves, to their credit, has come out and said, we won't be changing their name. And that's where they ended it. Okay? Which, look, as long as these teams don't bow down to pundits like Mike Florio, okay, like the mainstream media, which is why this happened, okay? It wasn't an outcry from fans that wanted it to happen. It was that little minute voice on Twitter, and it was the mainstream media that fueled the change. They're making all these decisions, again, over social media blowback, mainly from Twitter. 10% of the population is on Twitter, folks. And Twitter is not a true indication of what's going on in this country right now. Okay? As far as how real Americans feel about real issues. We know that. We know that on this channel. You know that. We know that ESPN all day long can talk about how people are offended by the Redskins name, but we know that to not be the case. Okay? Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. The Washington football team, the Washington Wokeskins, are getting a new name and new logo. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.